My name is Malika Hadley Freiberg, and I'm the founder of Legacy Healing LLC. I founded Legacy Healing LLC on September 7th of 2012. I have been an Atlanta public school teacher for 11 years now, and I have been able to see how health insurance and access to mental and physical health continues to be a luxury. And I feel that that is a horrific injustice and one that I wanted to do something about. So I became certified as a level 1 yogi. I hold a certification as a level 2 Reiki. I also am a national burlesque performer, and I have found that these things can work very well together to boost not only heart rate and physical fitness, but also to bolster emotional strength and self-esteem. This is the exterior of the flea market where I hold my space. I offer 3 card readings and 15 card readings using oracle cards. If you take a look at the top right-hand side, you can see where we began, and the bottom right-hand side where we are now. Through lots of help from friends and everything, community help, etc., I was able to make the space look beautiful. I use the Mythical Goddess Tarot deck, and it is probably one of the most positive decks I have come across. It is also an extremely goal-oriented deck, and I think that's my favorite thing about it. So as opposed to highlighting negative, it focuses on actions that can be taken. Emotional freedom technique. This has been described as acupuncture without the needles. This is something that people can do either with help or they can do it independently. And this is what brings me to Reiki. Reiki is a form of energy healing, chakra alignment. The objective is to let go of stress. It's kind of like a spiritual lint roller. Some of the precepts of Reiki are simply to remain calm as much as possible in all situations, kind of enhance your spiritual connection with the divine. This is all done with a healing touch. It can be done with actual physical contact, which can be extremely therapeutic, or it can actually be done without touching, but my methodology is definitely more so hands-on approach. You can actually feel the negativity draining from your chakras. Yoga. Yoga is a personal passion of mine. I am trained in the Iyengar style of Hatha Yoga, and my biggest interest is making yoga accessible to people of, once again, all income brackets, but also all sizes. Yoga is for everybody, and it is actually made almost with built-in modifications so that everyone can participate. And it is my objective to hold more and more yoga classes on sliding scale basis in the inner city, as yoga is often seen as also a luxury item, and also for certain body types. And both are myths, and they are myths that I would like to dispel. It is a low impact way to lubricate your joints and to feel comfortable in your own body. There are many different levels of yoga, and it is my objective to hold a class that welcomes as many different levels as possible. Right now, the majority of my students are new to yoga, and so that keeps things kind of at a very basic level. But once again, it just gives us time to be still and kind of focus on ourselves. Self-care being the most important facet of our day, and sadly also one of the most ignored. In this footage, you will see me leading a yoga class with my 3 housemates. You will also observe that we are in a space. This is the space that I rent part-time from the woman in the flea market whose booth is next to mine, where she holds a church. And I would really like to move to my own space where we can control the sound and the traffic and actually have a space specifically for yoga. This means that it's time for us to go into burlesque, which is it is a personal favorite of mine. In this picture, I'm wearing a costume that was completely constructed by me. I've been doing yoga for about 4 years now, nationally, and I have found that as a bigger woman, it has been extremely good for my self-esteem, my self-image. It's just a lot of fun, and I have conducted workshops nationally where we incorporate yoga and burlesque, going into classic fan dances, etc. Just the art of the tease without the sleaze, and sometimes a little bit of sleaze is fun, but mainly, once again, finding affordable ways for women to express themselves and have a healthy sensuality, to own their sensuality and to define themselves for themselves. Burlesque is an art form that is slowly coming back into style, and it's extremely empowering to participate in. You get the chance to exercise your inner coquette. I work with all gender expressions. A lot of what I'm doing with the boa here can easily be done with a necktie. One of my favorite things to do is work with cufflinks and help people figure out how to pop them off in the most seductive way possible. And honestly, it's really just kind of an adult form of play, and I think that we get too far away from play in our daily lives, and it's something that we need to get back to. So self-expression, celebration of self, that is really my goal and objective. What is considered beautiful and healthy via the media is really creepy and scary. And so part of being a plus-sized woman and being a burlesque dancer is simply advocating for women of all sizes to just be at home and proud of their bodies.
My objective is to offer women of all income brackets the healing and empowerment that I believe is a basic human right. Reiki and yoga can become very costly, making it inaccessible to women who are just struggling to make ends meet in today's economy. And burlesque is just fun.
All of this is to say that my main objective is to gain funding to open a center that focuses on holistic health in a unique, fun, and playful way. I have a personal trainer that I'm going to start working with in the summer, a woman of color, and her objective is aiding other women of color in getting healthy. A friend of mine, LaCara Foster, is someone else who I work with, and she recently published the Grown Women's Guide to Spirituality, and she has been a big advocate for me and opening this business, and so partnering with her is something that I look forward to doing. I also, one of my housemates is a wardrobe stylist, and he gets a kick out of helping people make the most out of what they have, and he just has this gift for changing one little thing and completely transforming the way someone sees themselves. So the opportunities for partnership are really unending in the community in which I operate. I just think that we need a space, and that is our biggest obstacle right now, is having a space big enough and in a location that's central to the greater Atlanta area, and definitely one that is easily accessed via public transit, and having the supplies that we need. But most importantly is having a space in which to do this work.